What is the stupidest thing you've done just to show you could do it? Back in 6th grade, I had this pair of jeans that my mom bought from some discount store. They were these generic brand things that probably cost like 15 bucks, and the fit was all wrong. Too tight around the waist, but somehow baggy everywhere else. The button was one of those cheap metal ones that barely held on even when the jeans fit properly. I discovered my stupid human trick completely by accident during lunch one day. I was sitting at my usual table with my friends Tommy and Marcus, and I'd eaten way too much of the cafeteria pizza. My stomach was bloated and uncomfortable, so I leaned back in my chair and stretched, trying to give myself some room to breathe. That's when it happened. I flexed my belly outward and heard this distinct pop sound. I looked down and my jeans button had completely undone itself. The thing had just shot right open like I'd pressed some kind of release mechanism. Tommy noticed immediately. "Dude, your pants just exploded." I quickly buttoned them back up, but I was fascinated. I tried it again, this time on purpose. Flexed the belly out hard and pop. The button would fly open every single time. It was like having a built-in party trick. For the next few days, I became the kid with the magic pants. During recess, I'd show off my newfound ability to a growing audience of 12-year-old boys who thought it was the most hilarious thing they'd ever seen. The timing had to be perfect. Too little flex and nothing happened, too much and it looked weird. But when I hit that sweet spot, the button would pop open with this satisfying little snap that never failed to get laughs. That's when I noticed Sarah Chen sitting 2 desks over. Sarah was one of those kids who was way more mature than the rest of us. She actually paid attention in class, always had her homework done, and generally acted like she had her life figured out at age 11. She was also pretty, in that way that made 6th grade boys act extra stupid around her. Tommy caught me looking and got this mischievous grin. "Hey, bet you won't show Sarah your button thing." I should have known better. I really should have. But when you're 11 and your friend dares you to show off in front of a girl, logic goes right out the window. "Sarah," Tommy whispered, loud enough to get her attention. "Check out what Jake can do." Sarah turned around with this mildly annoyed expression, probably expecting some typical 6th grade boy nonsense, which, to be fair, is exactly what she was about to get. I positioned myself in my chair, took a deep breath, and flexed my belly as hard as I could. The button popped open right on cue, with that same satisfying snap sound that had been getting laughs all week. But this time, something else happened. Maybe it was the extra effort I put into the flex, or maybe it was just terrible timing, but at the exact same moment the button flew open, I let out the loudest, longest fart I'd ever produced in my life. It was like a foghorn going off in the middle of math class. The sound echoed off the classroom walls. Every single person in the room heard it. Mrs. Patterson stopped talking mid-sentence. Tommy burst out laughing so hard he nearly fell off his chair. Marcus covered his face with his hands, but I could see his shoulders shaking. Sarah's reaction was immediate and devastating. She gave me this look of pure disgust, rolled her eyes so hard I'm surprised they didn't fall out of her head, and turned back around without saying a word. The dismissal was so complete and brutal that it actually stung. Mrs. Patterson cleared her throat and went back to explaining fractions like nothing had happened, but I could hear kids snickering for the rest of class. The story spread through the school faster than wildfire, and by the end of the day, I was known as the kid who farted while unbuttoning his pants in math class. I never did the button trick again. Those jeans mysteriously disappeared from my closet a few weeks later. I suspect my mom threw them away when she realized they were the source of my newfound reputation. Sarah and I didn't speak for the rest of 6th grade, and honestly, I couldn't blame her. Sometimes the stupidest things we do to show off end up being the most memorable, just not in the way we hoped.